Hello people of the internet, Spaz here. Welcome to another 1.4.4 video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to kill the Lunatic Cultist on the Zenith Seed. So, let's get started. For the arena, you're just going to want to modify your Skeletron arena. I just got rid of the lava, made some platforms, and extended it a little bit upward, and that's really all you need, because the Lunatic Cultist is really not much different on the Seed. I'm not really going to give specific measurements for this arena because you kind of just have to work around your landscape in your world since the dungeon is underground, so take that into account. So for melee, I recommend using the Terra Blade, greater healing potions, a burger or any other food buff, swiftness, regen, iron skin, wrath, rage, inferno, night owl, shine, life force, thorns potions, and ichor flasks. For armor, I recommend you use the beetle armor with the damage chestplate, frozen shield, berserker's glove, steampunk wings, master ninja gear, avenger emblem, warrior emblem, and a soaring insignia, all reforged to menacing. The strategy for Cultist is very simple. You simply just circle around the Cultist or just go from left to right in your arena to dodge his attacks, and that's literally it. Nothing special about his attacks. When he does do the thing where he's worshipping the circle though, make sure you hit the right one in time at all costs, because the Phantasmal Dragon is horrible. Avoid that thing at all costs because it does an extreme amount of damage and is just no. Also, the Ancient Light attack has been changed. They can no longer be destroyed by simply hitting them once with a projectile. Each little star has its own health bar now, so you have to destroy them individually, and they will draw the fire of homing weapons. But that's not too much of a deal when you have a weapon like Terra Blade, which can just swipe through all of them at the same time. For Ranger, I want you to use the chain gun with chlorophyte bullets, greater healing potions, a burger or any other food buff, iron skin, regen, swiftness, wrath, rage, inferno, night owl, shine, and life force potions. For armor, I want you to use the adamantite or titanium helmet for Ranger, of course because you're a Ranger, and then the shroomite leggings and chestplate because this actually gives more damage than the full set of shroomite now. Use the frozen shield, avenger emblem, steampunk wings, master ninja gear, celestial shell, which, when you're using the celestial shell, make sure it's nighttime, so you get the werewolf buff, ranger emblem, not warrior emblem, I forgot to switch it out, sorry, and soaring insignia, all reforged to menacing. Strategy for Ranger is very similar to melee. Just circle the Lunatic Cultist as much as you can and go left to right to avoid the attacks. There's really nothing special about any of the attacks. The only attack that I noticed that was changed from the new update is the Ancient Light attack. They each have individual health bars now and will draw the fire of homing weapons, like the chlorophyte bullets. But since the chain gun fires so rapidly, it will just kill them very fast, and then you can just go back to focusing on the Lunatic Cultist.
Skip it up and down up.
For Mage, I want you to use the Night Glow and the Razor Pine. For the attack where he's worshipping his little tablet, and you have to hit the right one, or else he'll summon the Phantasmal Dragon, Burger, or any other food buff. Greater Healing Potions, Iron Skin, Regen, Swiftness, Wrath, Rage, Inferno, Magic Power, Mana Regeneration, Life Force, Night Owl Shine, and Thorns Potions. Don't forget about your Rod of Discord, because in the low gravity, you will probably have to use it from time to time. For armor, use Spectre Armor, Mask, and the Hood, because if you get low, since there's a lot of enemies going to be around, switch to the Hood and you'll be fine. Frozen Shield, Mana Cloak, Steampunk Wings, Master Ninja Gear, Celestial Shell. Make sure it's nighttime because of this accessory, because then you can get the werewolf buff. Sorcerer Emblem, again, I forgot to switch out to the right emblem, sorry. And Soaring Insignia, all reforged to Menacing. The strategy for Mage or Lunatic Cultist is actually very simple. You just need to try to circle the boss as much as you can and go left to right to avoid the attacks. There's nothing special about his attacks, that's literally all you have to do to get away from them. A few notable changes from 1.4.4 is that the Ancient Light attack, kind of in the second stage half of the fight, they now have individual health bars. And you'll see what I mean when I get to that point on the screen. But they will withdraw the fire of homing weapons, because they're each kind of separate entities now. But the Night Glow takes very quick care of them, because it has high damage. So you don't gotta worry about that too much. And then the Razor Pine you need to have for the attack where there's multiple of him and they're all worshipping a tablet. Because the Night Glow will not home in on the right one. To just kind of keep the illusion. So you want the Razor Pine there to hit the right one, so you don't get the Phantasmal Dragon, which definitely needs to be avoided. That thing is horrible. Finally, for Summoner, I want you to use the Kaleidoscope and the Xenostaff, Greater Healing Potions, a Burger or any other food buff, Iron Skin, Regen, Swiftness, Wrath, Rage, Inferno, Summoning, Life Force, Night Owl, Shine, and Thorns Potions, along with Ichor Flasks. For armor, I want you to use Spooky Armor, Necromantic Scroll, Papyrus Scarab, Steampunk Wings, Master Ninja Gear, Hercules Beetle, Summoning Emblem, and Soaring Insignia, all reforged to Menacing. The strategy for Summoner or the Lunatic Cultist is very simple. Just circle the boss as much as you can and go left to right to avoid the attacks. That's literally all you need to do. There's nothing really special about these attacks. Notable changes that I discovered while doing this fight is that the Ancient Light attacks, and it's kind of the second half of the fight, each star has an individual health bar now, and they do a lot of damage, they do. But your Kaleidoscope will do excellent with destroying these because it has kind of a very wide spread, and then you can get back to fighting the Lunatic Cultist. And that's really all there is to it. Make sure you hit the right one, right Lunatic Cultist, on the attack where there's 3 of him, and they're all worshipping the tablet in the air. Because if you don't, the Phantasmal Dragon will spawn, and once this thing spawns, it will very likely kill you because the low gravity and the Phantasmal Dragon combination is going to be very unforgiving. Alright guys, that's all 4 classes against the Lunatic Cultist on the Galaxy. I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyed it, but that's going to be it for me today. So thank you for watching, subscribe for more content from me, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.